Hello and welcome to BIM 360 Basics. We've been talking about different ways of sharing and collaborating using BIM 360 Design. And we're on the last one, and that's consuming packages. So right now I'm logged in as Tom Anderson, and if you remember, he's the structural engineer on the Madrigal Engineers team. While I'm in BIM 360 Design, I can see the timelines of other teams, and I can see the Epic Architects timeline. And here at the right end, I see the package that was created by the Epic Architects team that I showed you in the last video. We also talked about how in the last video, when that package is created, that version of the model goes into the shared folder, and I can link to that from Revit. Now what that does is it gives the architectural team control over when I see the latest changes. Whenever they create a new package, I'm going to automatically pull in the latest changes. But what if I don't want that? What if I want to be in control of when those latest changes come into my model? And there is a way to do that. All you have to do is locate the package on the timeline, select it, and then consume it. Now before you consume it, you can check it out. You can explore it and see what's contained in the model, zoom around and look around. You can even click Show Changes, and it will show you graphically what has changed between this package and the last one. Now, in this particular example, I don't have any differences between this package and the last one. But if I did, things that were deleted would show up in red, things that were modified would show in yellow, and things that were added would show up in green. I'm going to skip all that and just consume the model because we're more interested in the sharing process here. So I'll click Consume, and in a moment you'll see a visual cue. Notice that this circle is now dark. That tells me that I've consumed that model. I've also in the past apparently consumed this one and this one, but not this one. I never consumed this model. So as a member of the Madrigal Engineers team, I have the power to decide when or which models I consume for my team so that I can incorporate those changes into my model. So what happened in the back end? Well, that's really important too. I'm going to switch over to document management. And this time, instead of something going into the shared folder, if I expand my Madrigal Engineers folder, I see the consumed folder. I'll bet you've been wondering all along what that consumed folder is for. So I'll expand consumed, and I see a single folder in there for Epic Architects. These are models from Epic Architects that I have consumed, and you can see there's a Revit model right there. So now from Revit, I can link to this model. Now I'm in control. The architectural team can submit packages all day long, but I'm not going to see any differences or changes here until I consume one of those packages. Puts the ball in my court. So let's go into Revit and see how that linkage would work. So I'm here in the structural model. I'm going to insert a Revit link. I'll use my external resources icon, BIM 360. Office building is my project. Notice I don't see the Epic Architects folder. I'm not a member of that team, but I do see my Madrigal Engineers team folder. And within that folder is the consumed folder, Epic Architects, and there's the Revit model that I just said I wanted to consume. So I can click Open and choose that. And now I'm linking in the latest changes of the Revit model that I decided I wanted to bring in. So that's how you can collaborate with other teams using the consumed folder. Thanks for visiting BIM 360 Basics. Keep checking back for more tutorials, tips, and tricks, all having to do with BIM 360.